Alright, so here it is. Everything's in. I've got all the wires tucked up. I got zip ties on it. There's the lights in it. Oh, and see, when you turn the lights on, the ARB compressor, ARB lights come on the switches. These work. Let's see if I can. That thing sounds terrible when it first airs up. Makes pretty cool noise though when you disengage the locker. Anyway, so that works. All right, so we got headlights, we got dash lights, we got blinkers, we got a horn. This thing's pretty much ready to go. We got brake lights. You guys can see that. So let's look at our list. Oh, still gotta do the fuel filter. Gotta do the dome light. Got the gauges installed. Still gotta wire the seats. I mean, I got the wires running, but I actually have to wire them in. Axle seals, did that. Brakes, did that. Alright, so checking things off a list here. One of those things is these gas tank straps. They had this kind of felt on them for where they contacted the gas tank. So we got this stuff from Home Depot. It's kind of a felt. It's a lot thicker, it seems like, or stiffer, but I'm gonna cut this into strips, put it on here, and that way these will be ready for when the tank goes back in the truck. Okay, so next on my ever-dwindling list of things to do to this Landcruiser is fix this dome light. One, it's got a busted off bolt right here, and two, look how rusty it is on the backside. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this little light. This light housing actually is separate here, so I'm gonna get this off of there, and then we can try and get that bolt out of there. Alright, see, this doesn't look so bad. A little bit of cleanup, that'll be fine. Which is good news. But this is pretty nasty. And of course, I dropped the nut. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank goodness. That was easy to find. Okay, so I got these needle nose vice grips here. Let's see if we can even... I have to get a pretty good grip on it. Nope, that is not actually turning it. So I'm going to take this over to my sander and I'm going to just flatten this out. Because it looks like we're probably going to have to drill it. Alright, so I got that flattened out. Let's see if we can get this thing to actually turn. Nah. Not a chance. See if we can get any more grip on it. Jeez. Okay. Now. Oh man. That's not good. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to go to drilling, which is unfortunate. All right, get it clamped in a vise and we'll start drilling it.
Remain elevated due to the pandemic. Labor Department's December employment report.
Discovered a little problem when the fuel gauge comes on. It's sitting at about E right now, and I'm pretty sure I put about 5 gallons in this and it already had a gallon or 2 in it, so I'm thinking it's probably closer to like 1/4 of a tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the sending unit back out, take a look at how much gas is in there, and possibly change the height of the float. So let's try that. Oh yeah. So I got this kind of bent pretty good here. That was kind of my estimate. So I'm going to go ahead and bend this back a little bit, and then it should pick it up a little bit. It's got to be, yeah, that's at least 1/4 of a tank in there. I'm thinking it's right about 1/4. Of course, I'm standing over to this side too, so I'm not getting a good look at it. But yeah, that's an 1/8. That might be coming up a little bit. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. There's really not a ton of gas in here, so I think that's pretty good. All right, so one of the very last things I've been kind of dreading doing or waiting to do until I actually have the seats closer to being in is I need to wire the seats. The seats need power because they're both power seats, And also they have these little courtesy lights on the back of them that I'm gonna light up when you turn the dome light on. So it's got these little courtesy lights, so it'll kind of light up. I'm hoping it'll kind of light up the back floor or something. It may not do that much good, but it'll be kind of cool. So I got those 3 wires here, but I want this, I need to make like a sub harness because each seat has its own wiring, and I want it to be able to all unplug. So I have these three wire connectors. They're kind of like trailer wire connectors. I got a male and a female one. And so I'm gonna have one here because I have 3 wires here at the end of this. And then coming out, one will go to the radio, and then one will split off and go to each seat. But I'm also going to make the wiring harness unplug from the seats because I don't want basically the wiring harness from that seat tied to that seat permanently. So I have these other 2 wire connectors. They're going to go at each end of this, or at each seat, under the seat. So then when you unplug the harness, you'll have, the harness will come up from the main harness and Y off and go to each seat. So it'll unplug there, and it'll basically like 3 plugs. And yeah, it should come out pretty clean. So I got a lot of wire stripping and heat shrinking and soldering to do to make this harness. Okay, gauges, okay. We got a little water temp. We got a little fuel level coming up. We got volts. Alternator's working. We got 14 volts. Oil pressure gauge is not doing anything. Oil pressure gauge is not plugged in anymore. Came unplugged. Now let's see if we got any oil pressure. Yep. Yeah, we got oil pressure. We got a little bit of temperature. We got a little bit of fuel. And we got 14.5 volts, maybe in 15. So it's getting kind of late to drive this thing right now, but I want to make sure that everything works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in here, and tires are up off the ground. So I'm going to put this thing in gear and let it roll, and then, oh geez, I'm going to put it in 4-wheel drive and see if the 4-wheel drive works. So let's lock the hubs lock the hubs in. There it goes. There's reverse. Okay. There's forward. Perfect. All right, let's try 4-wheel drive. Oh. Okay. We got 4-wheel drive. We got a 4-wheel drive light on. That's what this one is. See? Nope. Yep, there it goes. This side's just dragging on the brake a little bit. All right. Sweet. All right. This thing is just about roadworthy. That was low gear and 4-wheel drive, actually. Put the other passenger seat in. I need to wire in the seats. And that's about it, I think. I think this thing will be ready to rock and roll. Let's see. Passenger seat. I already got the e-brake cable. I gotta wire the seats, put the passenger seat in. That's it. All right, so we got the wiring harnesses built. I'm gonna show you on the seat here. Factory wires came to about here, and then I loomed them in with the switch here, or not the switch, the plug here. The ground's gonna go here to the back of the seat. It's pretty much identical on the driver's seat already. You can see right here. There's the ground for the seat stuff. Here's the two wires. This is my harness from the rest of the harness. This is my like little sub harness. So now I'm gonna put that passenger seat in here and tie all three of these together. Okay, so here is our little sub harness. Yeah. So we got two wires here, then two wires here. That's it. I need to get the seat tightened up, move it back so I can put bolts in the front. And I don't know, I think I need to go for a zip tie or two here. Yep. She is a beaut. Work. Nah, it needs a master cylinder. This thing is a blast to drive. In the ground. Oh yeah, it's getting ready to rain again. Woo! All right, I believe that is it for this chapter with the FJ40. It's been, I don't even know how long it's been I've been working on it. I think it's been at least a month, probably a month and a half. maybe 2 months. I'll have to look back and see when I actually started on this thing. But we've done a ton to it. We put these sweet Audi seats in here. We got some odometer gauges. We painted. We got some new switches. We got all the electrical stuff working. Pretty much none of it worked before. We resealed the transfer case. We resealed the engine. We filled a bunch of holes and tons of other little stuff. We did the brakes. So I'm kind of happy to see this leave my garage, at least for a little while, but I'm sure it's gonna be back because there is more that needs attention, more upgrades, lots of stuff still that could be done. So all right, thank you guys so much for watching. This is gonna be it for FJ40 videos until this thing is back, and then you'll see some more. But coming up, we're gonna chop the roof on the rat rod. We're going to build a mini bike from scratch. We got tons of stuff in the works, so there'll be plenty of content. Mini bike content coming up, rat rod content, maybe some other random stuff. But till then, we'll catch you next time.
Well, that power steering's really nice.
Choke's still out. All right, everybody, that's it. The Cruiser's back with Scott. He's super happy with it. It fits him well. This is Scott and his wife, Michiko. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a pretty big project. Glad to have it done and glad to see that Scott and Michiko are happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.